So hello and welcome back, my dear students, to my channel Mathematics Made Easy. This is another video especially for my grade 8 elite students who are going to give the exam tomorrow. Again, it's a must watch video. Make sure you watch it till the end. In today's session, we are going to continue from the last video on part 2 and cover some more questions from the exam coverage which are going to help you for tomorrow's exam. So before we go on further, a kind request to like, share and subscribe to the channel if you're finding the videos useful. So in today's video, we are going to focus on some more questions, especially from part 2 of exam coverage. So let's get started from the video and see what questions we are learning today. Welcome to today's video. In today's video, we'll be solving some questions on parallel, perpendicular, and neither line. So let me give you the key concept. So the three cases that are possible for the lines are either the lines are going to be parallel or they are going to be perpendicular or they can be neither of the two. So we will discuss in today's session all these three cases. If the lines are parallel, their slopes are same or they are equal. So the condition that will be true is m1 is equal to m2 when we are comparing the slopes of two lines. The two lines are going to be perpendicular if product of slopes comes out to be -1. So m1 multiplied with m2 will give you -1. I want you to remember these conditions because we are going to be using them in solving today's question. And the last one is neither, where m1 and m2 will not be equal. They will come out to be different values. So let's solve some questions based on this concept. So in today's video, we are going to solve example 1, questions 1 to 6, then example 2, 7, 8, 9. So for solving these all questions, we are going to use the concept of parallel, perpendicular or neither lines. I've already given you the key concept and the formula that we will use to calculate the slope is going to be this. So remember this formula. Now coming to question 7, 8, 9, again you have to check whether it is parallel, perpendicular or neither lines, but here this time you are just given the graph. So from the graph you can take out the value of the points. For example, let's calculate the coordinates of this point. So this point is going to be on the x-axis -2, on the y-axis 3. So point C is -2, 3. Again, point A is how much? If I want you to calculate, this is -3, -4, -5, comma, this value is 3, 4. So this is the coordinate. In a similar way, you can write the coordinate of B and D. Also, let's write and finish. So for B, the x value is 1, 2, 3, 4. The y value is 1. Similarly, for D, the x value is -4 and the y value is -3. So once you have all coordinates, again use the same formula to calculate the slopes and then you can check which condition is true and say your answer whether the lines are parallel, perpendicular or neither. Let's solve these questions now, and in order to solve these questions we will use the formula for slope, which is y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1. So we have to check here whether AB and CD are parallel or perpendicular or neither, and then you have to also graph each of the line to verify your answer. I will just do the first part here. You can draw the graph by joining the points. It's very, very easy. So let's do the first part where AB and CD, you have to check whether they are parallel, perpendicular or neither. So what we are going to do, we are given the values of all the points A, B, C and D. We will solve these three questions and these three you can try yourself in a similar way. So let's first do answer 1. So I need slope of AB and slope of CD. These two lines are the lines that we are checking for. Okay, so first let's calculate slope of AB. We know the formula is y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1. So you can mark this is x1 y1, x2 y2, x1 y1, x2, y2. So let's do it. So 4 minus 5, I'm putting everything in this formula, same formula we are going to use for all the questions. And then 4 minus 1, so this is going to be how much? Minus 1 over 3. That's the slope for first one. Let's do for CD. Again, it is minus 5 minus of minus 10, so plus, over minus 6 minus 9. So this comes out to be 5 over minus 15. So if you simplify, minus 1 by 3. Now compare the two slopes. The slope for the first line and slope for the second line. They are equal. And when they are equal, as you saw in the key concept for the video today, when the slope is equal, the lines are going to be parallel. So the answer for question 1 is that AB and CD are parallel. And you can go ahead and do the graph also just to check, plot the points, join the line. Let's do answer 3 now. Again, we are going to use the same formula. So we calculate the slope of AB and slope of CD. Let's do it one by one. So here it's going to be, you can again put values x1, y1, x2, y2, x1, y1, x2, y2. Let's plug in. So this is 1, minus 2, minus 3, minus 4. So how much it is? Minus 1 over minus 7. So this is plus 1 by 7. Similarly for CD, calculate 8 minus 0 minus 10 minus 6. I'm just putting values in this formula. So this comes out to be 8 over minus 16, which is minus 1 by 2. So if you see, both the slopes have no relation at all. Both are not equal. So if it is not equal, the answer for question 3 is going to be neither. Okay, now I have very less space for answer 5. So I want you to check with me. Let's calculate slope of AB. So slope of AB, again you use x1, y1, x2, y2, x1, y1, x2, y2. So what is the value? 3 minus 4 divided by 4 minus 8. So this is going to be minus 1 over minus 4. So minus minus cancels. This is 1 by 4. I will do here the next slope for CD. For CD again we do the same thing, minus 1 plus 9 over 2 minus 4. So this comes out to be 8 over minus 2. So this gives you minus 4. Now if you see what is the relationship, one slope is negative 4, one is 1 by 4. So if you multiply them both, what you will get is minus 1. So the condition for perpendicular lines is true. So now we have solved one of each case. The first one is parallel, neither, and perpendicular. Similarly, check question 2 to 6. So now I will give you the answer key for these questions. So as you saw, question 1, the lines are parallel. In question 2, they are again parallel. In question 3, neither of parallel nor perpendicular. Question 4, 5, and 6 have answers perpendicular, perpendicular, and neither. Looking at the solutions, we have answer 7 as perpendicular lines, answer 8 as neither of the two, and question 9 as parallel lines. So let's now solve this question on parallel, perpendicular, and neither lines. So here we have in each part of question 10 to 15 given two equations. You have to say for each of the pair of equations or pair of lines whether they are parallel, perpendicular, or neither. So before we go into that, let me explain you the key concept that will help to solve these questions. When two lines are parallel or you have parallel lines, then they have equal slopes. That means the slopes of the two lines denoted by M is equal. Whereas if they are perpendicular, then the product of the slopes is going to be minus 1. So if the first line has slope M1 and the second line has slope M2 and we take the product, we multiply them and we get minus 1, it means the two lines are perpendicular to each other. So these are the conditions you have to remember, and we can use these conditions for solving the above question. So let's check for question number 10. I will write answer here. So what is the slope? You know y equal to mx plus b is the slope intercept form, where m refers to the slope. So is this given in that form? Compare y equal to 2x plus 4. Yes, it is given in that form. So we are going to compare the value of m and the value of b. What we need is only m. So what is the slope of this line? The first line, it is 2. Now look at the second equation, y equal to 2x minus 10. Again, compare it with y equal to mx plus b. So what is the value of m here? Again, it is 2. So do you see both are equal? And if both are equal, since the slopes are equal or slopes are same, we get the condition this one, m1 equal to m2. This is the first slope, this is the second slope. So the lines are going to be parallel. Okay. In contrast, if we look at 11th question, let's write the first equation, y equal to minus 1 by 2x minus 12. Again, you write the slope intercept form and compare your value of m. So how much is m here? For the first line, let's put m1. It is this value. And for the second line, if I want to just write it in slope intercept form, then I can simplify this and put it in y equal to mx plus b form. So what I'm going to do, let's see. I'm going to move this minus 3 on the right side and open the brackets. Because you have brackets, you're going to distribute number 2 inside. So multiply by distributing. So this equation becomes y equal to 2x, 2 multiplied with x, 2 multiplied with 2 is 4, and this 3 goes on the other side, becomes plus 3. So what is the final equation in slope intercept form? It is this. Now can I compare it with the slope intercept form? Yes, we can do that. So what is the slope? m2 is 2. Now multiply both the slopes and check, is this condition true? Let's do it. m1 multiplied by m2, that means minus half multiplied with 2. So I can cancel 2 with 2, and what I'm left with is minus 1. So because the product of the two slopes m1 multiplied by m2 is minus 1, so for these lines they are bound to be perpendicular. So for question 10 we got parallel lines, whereas for question 11 we get perpendicular lines. Similarly, you can solve the remaining questions, and now I'm going to show you the correct answer in the next slide. So here you can see very well that question number 10, question number 15 are parallel lines, whereas 11, 12 and 14 are perpendicular lines. Now if you look at 13, then these two lines are neither parallel nor perpendicular. So let's see how to solve that also. So let's write the first equation. This is the first equation. Let's try to simplify and put it in slope intercept form. So because I have brackets, I multiply, open the bracket and use distributive property. So this is what I get, and I will also move this minus 3 on the other side, so it becomes plus 3. So in slope intercept form, 12 plus 3 is going to give you 15. So this is the first equation. Now I can easily compare y equal to mx plus b. So I know the slope m1 here is 6. Okay. Let's go to the second equation. Y plus 3 is equal to minus 1 by 3 x minus 4. Again, let's simplify this using the same method. So I open the brackets, use distributive property. What do we get? Minus x by 3 minus minus becomes plus 4 by 3, and in the next step I'm going to move this 3 on the other side, so it becomes minus 3. So y is going to be minus x by 3, and we can simplify this, take LCM, and it will come out to be 4 minus 9, which is minus 5 by 3. Now if you compare this equation with y equal to mx plus b, then your m comes out to be, let's take this m2 because we have taken m1. So m2 comes out to be minus 1 by 3. Now look at m1 and m2. Are they equal? Definitely no. m1 not equal to m2. So can they be parallel? No, that's not possible. So they are not parallel. Now try to multiply both. M1 multiplied with M2. So 6 multiplied with minus 1 by 3. It comes out to be minus 2, which is not equal to minus 1. So they cannot be perpendicular also. So if they are not parallel and not perpendicular, means they don't fall in any of the category. So the answer is going to be neither parallel nor perpendicular. Okay, so that is why question 13 is neither. Let's solve questions 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 and 11. We will first do question 6 and 7. And for these two questions, we need to find the value of x and the value of y. What is given to you? Let's see. So you are given that triangle ABC is congruent to triangle FDE. Congruent means they have the equal measure. So A angle and F angle, same measure. B angle and D angle, same measure. C and E angle, same measure. So let's mark it. So this angle, same. Uh, this angle is equal to this angle. So we can say directly y is going to be 48 because this and this are given to be equal because of the congruency. So corresponding angles become equal. And this angle is equal to this angle. So I can write 108 here and I can write y as 48. Now you know we have triangle angle sum property. So angle F plus D plus E. If you add all the three angles of a triangle, it is going to be 180. So F is how much? 2x minus y. D is how much? 48. E is how much? 108 is equal to 180. So now we will use calculator, simplify. Also you can plug in the value of y equal to 48 here. So this and this colors. So what is left? 2x is equal to 180 minus 108. So you can simplify this. Use your calculator. So when you subtract, this comes out to be 180 minus 108 equal to 72. So 2x equal to 72. So x is going to be 36. The answer for question 6 is 36 and for 7 is 48. Okay, so we've got both the angles. Let's similarly do question 8 and 9. Again, you are given congruency. So A angle and P angle are going to be equal. B angle and Q angle, C angle and R angle, and D angle and S angle are going to be equal. So let's first use angle A equal to angle P. So angle P is given to be here, this one. So these two are going to be equal. So I can write 2x plus 4 is equal to 100. Let's calculate x from here. 4 goes on the other side, changes sign. So 100 minus 4 is going to give you 96. Divided by 2 is going to give you the value of x. So here we have 96 divided by 2 as 48. So the value of x is going to be 48 degrees. So we have got our x. Now we need y. So if you see y carefully, y is coming in this length of DC. So how much is length of DC? 3y minus 3. And if you see, I will change color. DC is going to be equal to SR. Okay. So how do I take it? If I take D, that is the last coordinate, then I take S. If I take coordinate C, I take R. So this is going to be equals. How much is SR? SR is given to be 12. So you will get Y from here, move 3 on the other side, plus 3. So this is 15 divided by 3. So 5. So your answer for Y is 5. So this is how you get your correct answers. Now let's do question 10 and 11 also. For this question, you are given these two triangles. Angle A is going to be equal to D, angle B is going to be equal to E, angle C is going to be equal to F. First, we have to find the value of X. Let's go to the figure and see where is X. X is coming from this line, EF. So let's see, EF is equal to what? EF is equal to BC. Okay, so EF, let's put the value 2x plus y is going to be equal to BC. How much? 90.6. So this is one equation. Next, you have to find the value of y. That means you are going to take this angle. So angle D. So angle D is equal to angle A. Let's write it here. So let's put the value 2y minus 5 is equal to angle A is how much? 65. So let's find the value of y from here. So when the 5 goes on the other side, it becomes plus 5. So 65 plus 5 is 70 divided by 2 is 35. So 2y equal to 70 or y is equal to 35 degrees. We've got the value of y. Now we need the value of x from here. So I have less space. I will write here. So 2x is equal to 90.6 minus this y I'm moving on the other side, and I know y is 35, so I subtract from this. So what do we get after subtraction? Let's calculate. So 90.6 minus 35 is going to give you 55.6, and then you need x, so you will divide by 2, and when you divide by 2, x value comes out to be 27.8. So that's your answer for x and y. So that completes question 6 to 11. Let's now check the formula sheet. I have already shown you how to reach to these answers. For question 6 to 11, this is the answer key. So that brings us to the end of today's session. This is Ms. Ruchika signing off from the channel. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe to the channel for more and more revision videos, which is going to help you for your tomorrow's exam. Wish you all the very best. Do well.